Hey, Coach Liz here. I just wanted to take a minute and talk about goal setting. We're coming up on the new year, and I want you to, for a minute, think about what you're most proud of that happened in 2019. What is something, what's your favorite thing about the year? What did you do? What did you accomplish? What made it a great year? Think of something to be grateful for or something that you accomplished. And going into 2020, it's kind of exciting. It's a new decade. So it's a great time to think about what you want to improve on in the next year or what you want to create. I always like to say that we shouldn't dream of it, we should plan it. And it's just a dream unless we put it on paper and make a plan. And so today I'm going to talk to you about how to make SMART goals. And it's an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. Those are SMART goals. So I'm going to walk through that with you. And so think about what is most important to you in 2020. What do you want to create? Number one, I'd like to hear what that is and help you make a plan for that. But number one, let's go into specific. Is it specific? Instead of just having something like, I'm going to get in shape, what exactly do you want to accomplish? So it might be that you want to walk a 17-minute mile by February 1st. Like, it's very specific, something to work toward. Next, is it measurable? Instead of, I'm going to work out regularly, like that's very vague. What does regularly mean? Have it be very specific. So it might be that I'm going to work out for 20 minutes, 4 days a week at the gym at this time. Like, you're going to be very specific of how you're going to accomplish that. The next is it achievable? A lot of times we set these big goals at the beginning of the year, and then we realize that it wasn't achievable and we just quit. So we want those micro habits of health, like we've talked about in the past. Think of something that is very simple to do, but it's about being consistent. So it might be that you put on your shoes and walk to the end of the driveway every day. That is a very basic goal that you could probably do even if you had the flu, if you really wanted to, just walk to the end of the driveway and back. And most days you're probably going to walk a little bit further, but it's about being consistent and teaching yourself that you can stick with the goal. The next is it realistic? Like, for example, if your goal is to exercise, is it realistic to say that you're never going to miss a day? That's not very realistic because life happens. So a realistic goal would be to say that you're going to the gym 3 days a week, that's a realistic goal. So think about what's realistic for you and set kind of those micro habits. And next, is it time-based? So think about an end date. Instead of just, I'm going to get in shape, or I'm going to be able to do a pull-up this year, by what day do you want to be able to accomplish that? So have that be time-based. And even to take this a step further, I love to create a vision board. Find a picture. I love Google Image. You can just Google Image whatever your goal is. Find someone that looks like you or similar so that it relates to you, doing whatever you want to be doing. And print out some pictures and put it on a vision board. That can be on a poster board. It could be just on an 8x10 sheet of paper to start with, whatever you want, but make it visual. I even have it on my screensaver on my phone so I can see what my goals are. But one thing I love about a vision board is I like it to be able to be something measurable that you can take off of that vision board and put into a binder or a notebook when you achieve that, so that you have this whole scrapbook of things that you accomplished. That is very rewarding to see all the goals that you set and what you've accomplished. So what a fun thing to start with is thinking of what you want to create and finding pictures to go with those goals to create that vision of what you want for 2020. Now, one thing that I want you to remember is it's about progression, not perfection. So even if you're not 100%, the biggest thing I want you to work on is when you slip up or don't accomplish what you wanted, avoid that yo-yo mentality, that all or nothing that we often find ourselves trapped into. So if you end up having a cookie, a lot of times we say, oh, I already ate one cookie, I might as well eat this whole pan and I'll start again on Monday because I'm never eating a cookie again. So I got to get it all in right now. Does that sound familiar? Or, I didn't exercise, so I'm just going to sit and watch TV today. So be very forgiving of yourself. Recognize the choice that you made. Maybe think about what the trigger was, what kind of caused that to happen, and think about what you could do different next time. Because if you learn from a mistake, it's not a mistake, it's a success. because you're learning. And so recognizing that choice that you made and move on. The next thing you put in your mouth, have it be a healthy choice, or the next time you get a minute to just go for a quick walk, do it. Like, it's not about all or nothing. That's the number one thing I want you to work on, is giving yourself grace, recognizing the choices you're making, and learn. Listen to what's going on, the chatter that's going on in your head, and learn to pick yourself up faster and keep moving forward. That is where you're going to see big breakthroughs happen. So I'm just so excited about 2020. We're just a few days away. And my goal for you is to think about what you're going to create in the upcoming years, and use those SMART goals, the specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based, to help you make those happen. And I'd love to talk with you about what those goals are, because the more people that you're accountable to and the more planned out you have your goals, the more successful you will be. Have a good day.